Hey y'all, it's me Renee and welcome to Renee's Real World. Today I just wanted to talk to you guys really quick about this challenge that I have. I'm actually just challenging myself. So if anybody else feels, want to try this challenge, feel free, go ahead. It's nothing, how can I put it? Um you can't lose anything by doing this challenge. So, as I stated in a previous video, go ahead and check that out. If you have not, I try to watch some content creators that are autistic. I try to watch them so that I can understand better some of the things that my kids may not be able to communicate with me. So I try to get not only a better understanding, but I also like to hear other people's stories and see if our stories are either parallel or completely opposite, or it was a different setting, a different background, a different way of teaching. I try to get little ideas here and there and see what works best for me. So, with that being said, this challenge that I am doing now is reading 20 or more books a day, and I'm going to do this for the whole month of September, and I'm going to see if I can see any difference, any change. And yesterday was our first day of reading 20 or more books a day, and y'all, we read 23 books. We read 23 books, and while I was reading to them, it was a little bit difficult because they don't like to sit still for long. So I had to break it into sections. Shake it, baby! Spectrum Parents Unite, that's right. So, anybody who has a child that's on the spectrum knows that they don't want to sit too long, and I don't blame them. Sometimes I think I might be on the spectrum because some of the things that frustrates them, it frustrates me as well. I don't want to sit through some long, drawn out, somebody telling a story or whatever the case may be. So I had to break it up into sections. I had to read like maybe five books first, wait till we were doing something else. Then when I caught them kind of calm, then I read another book here and there. So yesterday was a little bit rough because I'm going to have to get a little better with my schedule and working it out where I can kind of navigate when and where I can actually read. But we read over 20 books yesterday, and I was proud of the outcome. And we also did the detox bath. Now, I'm not trying to change my children, but I am trying to help them so that they can have the best chance possible. So, my twins will be getting evaluated soon because they are 3 going on 4 and they're still not speaking. One of the twins, he will sing songs that he has heard, like the nursery rhymes and things of that nature. He'll sing those, but he won't initiate conversation with us or actually just start talking to us or anything. The other twin, every once in a while, he may say 1 or 2 words. If he really wants something, he may say something like eat, eat, or something like that. So, before they get their evaluations done, I just want to make sure I'm prepared for whatever the therapist tell me I need to do as a parent, because I know I'm going to have to put in that work. I'm going to have to really I know it's going to be a ride because I have a 24-year-old that is on the spectrum, and he's well, when he was diagnosed, they didn't give it, what you call it, like rated. They didn't rate autism then, like autism 1, 2, and 3. They didn't put it on a scale or anything like that. So I already know, going into this knowing some things I'm gonna have to do, but at the same time I know that a lot of things are different. You think it's genetics? Yeah, I'm thinking I may be on the spectrum and was just never diagnosed because, like I said, I get bored with certain things too. I get irritated off of certain things. Like, sometimes when I'm sitting around somebody and they're doing something that's just totally annoying, I'm like, why are they doing that? Oh my goodness. And another thing is I don't eat pudding. I don't eat pudding because I don't like the texture. So, it is what it is. I'm just waiting for them to get this evaluation done. When my older son was diagnosed, we didn't have to go through this long drawn out process of going to get his hearing checked first, then going to another location to get an evaluation done. Then we have to do a what you call it? We had to do like a Zoom online type of evaluation. We didn't have to do all that. I'm almost positive that I passed it to my child. And some people will tell me, you shouldn't say that, you shouldn't say that. But I just noticed certain quirks that I have, and I noticed certain irritabilities, I want to say. Like, I get irritated from some things, but I think because I was raised in a way where I had to just tough everything out and just kind of get over it or mask it, so to speak, I kind of learned how to maneuver through that. But I just don't like the fact that my kids have it to the point where they can't communicate with me. That's the only thing that really bugs me. I don't mind my kids being on the spectrum. I don't mind them having to deal with certain things that come along with being considered special needs. However, I do mind the fact that they cannot tell me, like, Mama, this what happened to me today, or, Mom, this teacher said this. So that kind of irritates me. Yes, bridging the gap is pretty rough. So now I have to go through this thing of finding a way to help my babies get through this in this new generation, because like I said, my older son is 24. When he was diagnosed, he went to what is it called, Head Start. He went to Head Start, and the teachers there was just really irritated with him. They didn't understand what they were doing, and it was to the point where I would introduce him to the setting, and I would let the teachers know, like, this is what he does, this is what he don't like, this is what he do like. And they would say little things like, oh, well, he ain't gonna do that in my class, or I don't deal with that. And it was just so irritating, so irritating. With potty training him, it was so difficult because I had a bunch of grown people around me that would not listen to me when I say he has this issue where, it's really hard to train him. It's really hard to get him to use that bathroom. But we're working with him, and they'll say, y'all ain't working with him, y'all just lazy. Y'all just lazy. So, yeah, that was frustrating because it was days where I would be sweating trying to chase him to go to that bathroom. Like, every 15 minutes, I'm trying to sit him on it. It was hard. And to have people on top of that call me lazy for my child kind of not getting something the way they think he should get it at the time that they think he should get it, that bothered me. So I made up in my mind that I was going to be there for my son, my kids. Now I'm going to be there for them however they need me to be there for, and screw what other people think, screw what other people say. If my son needs to stem for a minute, then hey, it is what it is. It's his world. You need to get out the way. If it bothers you, then walk on, do what you got to do. But my oldest son, he still stems a little bit, not as much as he used to. But it had gotten to the point where I had people cussing me out because he was stemming, or cussing me out because he would, if a area was too loud for him, he would cover his ear and start like, no, 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 no. He would do that. Or he would start rapping a song that he knows. So I had people that was getting frustrated about that. But I had to kind of get out of that. I had to get myself out of that and say, you know what? This is a tough world, and he already is going to be a little different. So it's up to me to, just be his advocate. Speak up for him. allow him to be himself, but still help him in every way that I can. So with this 20 plus books a day, it's just another part of my journey. I understand that if they do get diagnosed with autism, I understand it's going to be a lot of hard work, but I'm prepared for it. I think this may be a reason why, you know, I know you're atheist. But I know this is a reason why the Most High kept me here. He probably said, them babies need her because I'm the parent that's gonna really go the go the mile for mine, and I just want to make sure I give them the best chance possible. So with that being said, I just wanted to come in and share with you guys what my challenge is. I'm going to be reading 20 plus books to my babies, and I'm going to see if I see any changes in them. Even if it's them trying to point, they don't point right now. It's a few things that they don't do. They don't give cues. So if I could try to see if I could work with them, at least giving me cues. If I see a difference, I'm going to come back and let you guys know. And once again, I got this idea by watching another YouTuber that is on the spectrum, and he had a video where he said how he went from nonverbal to verbal. And in the video, he stated that his mom read over 20 books to him a day. This is going to be hard, but I'm going to try it just to at least see if I can get them to sort of like make gestures or something that they can relay a message to me. But anyway, with that being said, y'all know how I do it. Gracias por ver. Thanks for watching. And if y'all want to follow this journey, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and I will let you guys know every step of the way what happens during this challenge. Talk to y'all later. Bye.